Welcome to the Tiny House Ideas podcast. Hello and welcome to this episode of the Tiny House Ideas podcast. Today I'm joined by Amelia. Amelia lives on a narrowboat in Little Venice in London, and we're going to be talking about how she rents out on Airbnb, the process of finding it and how she's been doing up throughout the pandemic. So stay tuned to listen to that. Welcome to the Tiny House Ideas podcast, the show where we talk about how to live a more fulfilling life with less. My name's Harry Alvarez Garman, and I've got tons of exciting guests lined up for you, including authors, entrepreneurs and tiny house owners. If you love minimalism, sustainable living, personal development and everything in between, then you're in the right place. On this show we'll be talking about how you can do more of what you love, how to turn your passion into a career, and how to live more sustainably.
I am Amelia Gill and I own Millie. Well, needs to be named Millie. It's currently called Frodsham Castle. So it still needs to be renamed, but it will be named Millie, and it's a narrowboat in London.
Amazing stuff. So how long have you had the narrowboat then?
Literally like a year, dead on like end of December. So literally whatever, a week. So 51 weeks. There we go. I was about to like weeks, a week under a year. So it'd be 51 weeks exactly, actually.
Amazing stuff. So what sort of drew you to it in the first point?
Yeah, so it was actually just kind of like looking around and sort of thinking about like properties and things like that, which is weird things to think about. But I was just like, what can be done for like a lot less money and things. So I had like a little search, and then I literally found narrowboats from a search, and I was like, okay, that's kind of the want to create something and the want to like do something up and the want to have your own projects, but not being able to obviously like do that completely by yourself without having something that's yours. So that really was the main reason really that drew me to it.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. So for you, is it sort of something that you see as more of like, I guess, an investment and sort of using it as a rental, or do you live there? Do you stay there, or what's the situation there?
Yeah, so boats aren't really investments. I don't know if there are probably people that be like, I definitely did mine up and sold it for more or whatever. And I'm like, that's great. I don't know how you do that, because they definitely they won't like increase or anything like that. So it is like a rental. So it was basically ex rental. So I did get it with the intention of like staying on it and then renting it out like a couple of weekends a month to help with the costs, because there are a lot of costs to having a boat.
I can imagine.
So I was like, especially like in London, so I was like, yes, that would really help with the cost of everything. But the bookings have been going like really well, obviously pre-tier 3 and 4 and everything like that that's happening with COVID. But so now being able to spend time on it, and then also allowing people to experience the canals and staying on a boat. Like so many messages of people being like, I'm really wanting to buy one, but I want to try it. So just for that.
No, I think that is the valuable thing, sort of being able to give people the opportunity to sort of try out this new lifestyle just for a few nights, for a weekend or something, rather than sort of going in almost at the deep end and sort of just before sort of purchasing one and looking into it full time, just having the opportunity to give it a go. Yeah,
and it's really important too, I think, because it's so easy to like look, especially with like the Instagram age, it's so easy to like look through pictures and be like,
see all the pretty
amazing
pictures.
Like, there's a duck by the window, isn't that cute? And then you're like, okay, well, the morning that something breaks or you have to like go empty the toilet, that duck isn't going to help you with that. So it's like you have to, it is good to like experience it 100%.
Thanks for watching this little teaser for the Tiny House Ideas podcast. If you'd like to listen to the full episode, it's available on all major streaming platforms. So that's Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and all of the others. Alternatively, if you'd rather watch it sort of in a video format like this video has been, then that's available on Patreon. Just search for Tiny House Ideas. So thanks again for watching. Please do check out the full episode, and thanks again.